Coach, congratulations on a state title. I'm sure there's a lot of thoughts you'd like to share. If you could, give us a statement about the game. Go ahead, please.
We're certainly extremely proud and happy right now. Not a better feeling in the world than how much time and effort that you put into the game of basketball over the years, and that's for all of us. You know, as players from little on, and certainly as coaches, and all the time we spend outside of the season, and then as well in the season preparing the team to have a chance to win. And certainly tonight, with great respect for Waunakee and the season they had, the one thing that we did feel very comfortable and confident about, though, was that they were willing to play in the full court. And with our group all season long, we felt that if we could get teams to play in the full court or want to play in space as well as we feel we do, and how we can play, then that was really advantageous for us. And so the court was opened up. I thought, these guys here, both Jordan and Adam, made great plays and decisions in the open court, and we shared and moved the basketball well, and we were able to get some transition baskets. And when you can do that and score, from defense or score in transition, that starts to make the game a little bit easier.
Thank you, Coach. Now, if we can take some questions from the media, we'll start here.
Mike, you tied the Division II record with 91 points for a single game and set a new record for largest margin of victory in Title Game 2. The tempo, at what point do you know, okay, we've got them, they're on their heels, we just keep pushing it all from here on out?
Well, I think early on it was, a little bit of a battle and a war there when it was 22-20. And then we were able to open things up a little bit heading into halftime. So we started to settle in a little bit. We started to get a little bit of comfortable in terms of with the pressure, and we had a few turnovers, but we continued to enhance the pace of the game, and I thought that was in the second half very indicative of how we came out as well, and kept the kind of the throttle down and kept going. And again, when we can score in transition, and then when we move the ball, we spread it as well. We were able to knock down some outside shots as well as get it to the rim. And we had multiple guys contributing in that.
Jordan, Adam, I guess you're out of the tunnel now. What's it feel like to be state champs?
I know a lot of people have said it about it, how it's everything that we've ever dreamed of back in since 3rd, 4th grade, and they couldn't be any more right. All those hours, obviously Jordan talks about those hours in the gym that, when no one's there, and then all those practices that we put in during the season and preparing for this. And then to finally, get out of the tunnel, like you said, it's a great feeling.
I know of this team, everything that we put in from the beginning, how much it means to us as a basketball family, but on a more personal basis, for us to finally get out of that tunnel, plain and simple, it means we're the best team in Kaukauna basketball history. Now I don't have to sit down at the dinner table and listen to my dad tell me that his team was better than ours, because they definitely were now.
Like you obviously probably felt pretty good about where your team was at yesterday after shutting down a very good lacrosse team, but did you think that your team was going to play as well as it did? Did this surprise you at all tonight with the way that you guys were so efficient offensively and really shut them down defensively for long stretches?
Well, I think first of all, the Fox Valley Association does that league does a great job of preparing us. We're one of the smaller schools in the league, and night in and night out, we get really battle tested. So we go through an 18 game schedule, and in the conference play, and outside the league, we try to schedule as good a non-conference opponents as we can. And this year, playing Lacrosse Central at mid-season was a good test for us. We had Milwaukee, Washington, right after Christmas, and those are all things that you look at as measuring stick with your team and how you're making progress. And I thought as we got into the middle of January, we started playing better. And the month of February, I thought we were continuing to improve. So as we hit the postseason play, I thought this team was really primed for a great run in the tournament. And certainly we had no idea that it was going to be as convincing in some of the games that we had, because there's great teams all the way along the way. And fortunately for us, we were able to answer the call each time out. And I think the guys did a great job of carrying out our game plan. And again, I think they played for one another, and that's a big deal at this time of the year. It was truly a team.
This is for the players. Playing in the high tempo, it can be enjoyable, it can be fun. And on the biggest stage, how do you continue to have fun, and how is having fun and making plays enjoyable and make it worth playing?
I guess that's kind of been our game, our style of play all season. And it's been kind of a different road through the playoffs, getting here. We haven't played the up-tempo teams like we're used to, and it's hard to get teams to play how we want them sometimes. And I guess it was perfect for us in the, state championship to get a team like that want to run with us in the full court. And that's when guys like Jordan, Dalton, and Marcus and myself, we like to get in space and make plays. So.
Yeah, as a team, we did a great job playing in space. It's been our go-to, like he said, all the way through the year. And with all due respect to Waunakee, if they could have talked to a couple teams from the FBA, if you want to get in a track race with us, we'll get in the blocks with you no matter what, and we'll be fine with it. That's exactly what we did tonight.
Mike, what does it mean to have number 5 there in the backcourt for you? How important is he to your success?
Well, I think it gives great comfort, first of all, knowing that you have a player that is extremely confident in his skill set, that puts a tremendous amount of hours into the game of basketball outside of the season. And that's where, players are made, is outside the season. And so when you have somebody that works as hard as Jordan does and prepares, each game as hard as he does, for this stage was not too big then, because he has great confidence in his skill set. And then you surround him with players such as Adam and others that, this team was built around, Dalton and Marcus and Dylan in our starting lineup. And, you've got a chance that, to be really special. And then when you've got somebody like Jordan who's leading it, he can not only get his own shot and score, but he can facilitate and be a great distributor of the basketball for others, and he makes others around him that much better. So we're very fortunate that we have a player like Jordan, a player that is not only confident, but is hardworking as he is.
For Jordan and Adam, you both are back next year. How realistic do you think you can repeat this? Think there's any chance?
Definitely. I think every year we got a chance. In Kaukauna, we have a great program. It starts in the grade school age, and it just works on up. So it's like a reload for us, and I think that's the way we need to look at it.
Yeah, I agree completely 100% with Adam, but bouncing off of what Coach just said about his comfort level with me in the backcourt, I can speak for the entire team saying we got the most comfort of any team in the entire state with him. Coach Bowers, the rest of the coaching staff on the sideline. He wants to talk about all the hours we put in the gym. He's matching us probably, if not more than matching us in hours in the film room.
Coach, we've talked about the pace, and that's why Waunakee has played this year. Did you think, though, that there was any chance that they might slow it down because this would, work to your advantage, or is it just too hard as a team to then suddenly change?
Well, knowing a little bit of the background of Coach McKenzie, I felt that their identity was certainly well set, over the years and who they are and how they like to play. And again, at this time of the year, it's very difficult to go away from your identity. We thought there was a chance that maybe they would, if they got a lead in that first half, that maybe they would try to run some clock. We're fortunate that we were never able to allow them to kind of settle into that type of game, and maybe they chose not to want to do it as well. But I guess the big thing is that for our group, we've had to play in a variety of different ways during the season. Both the teams that wanted to go up tempo and other teams that were very deliberate and patient, and we've been able to find a way, to kind of stay the course and get through it. And so I think, for the most part, we were very well prepared, whichever style they were going to go with.
Jordan, 2 games, 55 points, almost 59% shooting. Could you picture this going any better for you in your first state appearance?
I think with the time that not only myself but my entire team has put in the gym, especially when no one's looking and no one's in the gym, I do think it's very possible. I knew coming in, the brighter the lights are, that's when the big players start to step up, and that's when big teams step up, and that's when you see 29-point wins for us. And my team got me the ball in the right spots. We created our tempo and pace like we've been talking about the whole time. So the points really don't matter. They just start to come And Adam did a terrific job in both games, as well as the rest of our players, Dalton on defense and Marcus on the glass and on the boards and all that. But yeah, I do think it was very possible, and we were very confident coming in.
I have one more question.
Real quickly, Mike, talking about what Jordan just mentioned about being on the big stage. A lot of teams come down here and it frightens them, but this team, is it their character that they thrive the bigger the stage happens to be? And also about the two seniors, Marcus and Dalton, in your starting lineup, just their contributions this year.
Well, I think first of all, experience, past experience is helpful. Certainly, we haven't had a game on the Kohl Center with our current group, but we try to prepare them in terms of our opponents that we play. This year we played over at the lacrosse center, so we were in a similar type of environment, even though it was a little bit smaller. But those are all the type of stage, the type of experiences you try to go through to prepare your team to play at this level and have this type of weekend. And then the confidence that they have because of playing AAU basketball, I think is very important to them. They play against very high level of talented players, and so you don't fear the moment. Between playing on a bigger stage and play against great talent, I think you become more comfortable early on as a basketball player. And certainly these guys to my side have demonstrated that every step of the way. And this weekend, they were tremendous. They were phenomenal. I thought very, very special.
And then Marcus and Dalton, very quickly, the two guys who aren't up here, your seniors.
Well, you always look at leadership and as being a big part of your team. And this year we had a very unusual setup. We had 4 captains, and the two of the captains are to my side. Very deserving because of what they mean to Kaukauna basketball and in their time and effort they put in outside the season as well. But then to have the senior leadership of Dalton and Marcus. Last year they were integral parts of our team. Both of them actually came off the bench. We knew this year that the key role that they were going to play, was so important, and we thought that by naming the 4 of them as captains, it was good for not only them individually, but for all of us. And I think that helped us grow as a team during the course of the season because of who we had leading the group.
Thank you so much for coming in. Congratulations on the state title.
Thank you very much.